The story of the Prachetas brothers. Skanda 4, chapter 30 to 31. The Prachetas brothers left home in order to discover by tapas the best mode of enlarging the creation. They went westward and had not gone far when Siva rose from beneath a large lake and addressed them thus: "Children, you are sons of Barhishat. I know your good resolve. Blessings be on you. By the performance of one's duty in life, one attains the state of Brahma after many births. My abode is still further, inaccessible even to the virtuous, but the votary of Vishnu attains his holy state only when this life is ended. I and the Devas shall also attain that state after the final breakup of our Linga Sharira. Learn therefore this prayer to Vishnu." Shiva then recited the prayer to Vishnu known as Rudra Gita. Concentrate your mind on this prayer. Meditate on it and recite it constantly. The Prachetas brothers entered the waters of the deep and there prayed to Vishnu for 1,000 years. Vishnu appeared and asked them to choose a boon, and without waiting for a reply addressed them thus: "You are dutiful sons and shall ever be known as such. You shall have a son in no way inferior to Brahma. All the three lokas shall be filled with his progeny." Indra had sent Pramlocha to decoy Kandu Rishi in his penances, and the Apsara succeeded in winning the heart of the Rishi. She had by him one daughter, whom she brought forth from her pores as she brushed against the tops of the trees. She left her child there and ascended to heaven. The moon nourished the child by putting his nectar-bearing forefinger into her mouth. "Have that daughter of the trees for your wife. You are all alike in your virtues, and she is like you all, so she shall be the wife of all the brothers." The brothers then rose up from the waters. They found the earth overgrown with innumerable plants, so high that they almost reached the high heavens. The Prachetas brothers were angry to find such growth in plants, and they resolved to destroy them. They emitted fire and air from their mouths, which caused havoc in the vegetable kingdom. Brahma came and pacified the sons of Barhishat. He advised the surviving plants to give their adopted daughter Marisha in marriage to Prachetas brothers. The offspring of this marriage was Daksha. He is the same as Prajapati Daksha, son of Brahma. His degradation was owing to his former disregard of Shiva. The Chakshusha Manvantara witnessed his work of creation. The Prachetas brothers reigned for 1,000 Deva years. They were succeeded by Daksha. Thoughts on the above description. Consciousness in organic life had appeared with Prithu. The table of further evolution may be here reproduced for facility of reference. Vijitasva could make himself invisible. This may have reference to the state of the body at that stage of evolution. The fires appeared as if it is they that give forms. The object corresponding to elemental fire is Rupa or form. Barhishat, the name of one class of Pitris, was the progenitor of the form-producing Linga Sharira with all its potentialities. We find the senses developed in his sons, the Prachetas brothers. Pra means perfect and Chetas is a perceiving mind. But the mind perceives through the Indriyas, which are 10 in number. Therefore, they are 10 brothers all alike, but they were wedded to one girl, Marisha. There is some occult connection between water and sense perception. Barhishat was married to the daughter of the ocean god. The Prachetas brothers remained submerged for 1,000 years in the waters. The protozoa and protophytes must of necessity be aquatic, as it were, for the development in them of sense perceptions. It is in touch that the sense perceptions find a common basis. Touch underlies all other perceptions. It is touch of the object by one sense or other that gives rise to one perception or the other. Kandu is primarily scratching or itching, secondarily touch. Marisha was nourished by the moon and brought up by the plants. The period refers to the stage of evolution when the vegetables formed the predominant creation. It corresponds somewhat to the geological period of tree ferns and lycopods in our Manvantara. The development of sense perceptions is a result of a communion with Vishnu under the auspices of Rudra. This means a further infusion of sattva by Vishnu, which was made possible by the dissolving influence of Shiva. And the son of Prachetas brothers is verily Daksha, the Prajapati of procreation, reincarnated Priyavrata through Vatishmati gave rise to 10 sons: Agnidra, Idmajiva, Yagnabahu, Mahavira, Hiranyaretas, Gritaprishtha, Savana, Medhatithi, Vitihotra. By another wife gave rise to Uttama, Tamasa and Raivata and Manus. And Kavi, and one daughter Urjaswati married to Sukracharya. Agnidra married Purvachitti, gave birth to Nabhi, Kimpurusha, Harivarsha, Ilavrita, Ramyak. Nabhi married Merudevi, gave birth to Rishabha. Kimpurusha married Patirupa and gave birth to Hiranmaya, Kuru, Bhadrasva, Ketumat. Harivarsha married Ugradanstri, Ilavrita married Lata and Ramyak married Ramya. Hiranmaya married Shyama, Kuru married Nadi, Bhadrasva married Bhadra and Ketumat married Devaviti. Rishabha married Jayanti, gave birth to Bharata, Kusavartu, Ilavrita, Brahmavarta, Malaya and Ketu. Bharata Ajanabhavas, called after him Bharatavarsha, married Panchajani. Kusavartu, Bhadrasena, Indrasprik, Vidarbha, Kikata, Kavi, Havis, Antariksha, Prabuddha, Pippalayana, Avirhotra, Dravida, Chamasa, Karabhojana and 81 more sons were born to Rishabha and Jayanti. Bharata married Panchajani and gave birth to Sumati, Rashtrabhrit, Sudarshana, Abharana, Dhumraketu. Sumati married Vridhasena, gave rise to Devatajit. Devatajit married Asuri, gave rise to Devadyumna. Devadyumna married Dhenumati, gave birth to Parameshti. Parameshti married Suvarchala and gave birth to Pratihartri, Pratistotri and Udgatri. Pratihartri married Stuti and gave birth to Aja and Bhuman. Bhuman married Rishikulya and gave birth to Udgita. Bhuman also married Devakula, gave birth to Prastava. Prastava married Virutsa, gave birth to Vibhu. Vibhu married Rati, gave birth to Pritusena. Pritusena married Akriti, gave birth to Nakta. Nakta married Riti and gave birth to Gaya. Gaya married Gayanti and gave birth to Chitraratha, Sugati, Abhirodhana. Chitraratha married Urva, gave birth to Samrat. Samrat married to Utkala, gave birth to Marichi. Marichi married Vindumati, gave birth to Vindumat. Vindumat married Saragha, gave birth to Madhu. Madhu married to Sumanas, gave birth to Viravrata. And Viravrata married to Bhoja, gave birth to Manthu and Pramanthu. Manthu married Satya and gave birth to Bhauvava. Bhauvava gave birth to Tvastri, married Vitochana, gave birth to Viraja. Viraja married Vishuchi. They gave birth to 100 sons and one daughter.